Hello, interpersonal communication class. This is Professor Bachner, and in this quick tutorial, I am going to give you an example of how to use Screencast-O-Matic, which is a free program you could use simply by Googling screencast-o-matic.com, or you could also use this program in Canvas Studio, already embedded in your course Canvas shells. In this brief presentation, I am going to give you instructions on how to do the journal article presentation or the film review presentation. In this class, you have an option of doing either or. I suggest doing the journal article presentation if you're going to dive in deep into research and have to do more extensive research in this class or in your prospective discipline. I also understand that many students enrolled in CST 126 are aspiring cinema students, and I have kind of altered the requirements to include a film review if you prefer to do a film review. So in this tutorial, I'm going to explain how to do the journal article presentation or how to do the film review presentation. Both presentations have very similar requirements, have a very similar time frame, and are worth the same amount of points. So, talking about the journal article presentation, let's first talk about the requirements. The requirements of the journal article presentation is to select and read a scholarly peer-reviewed journal article on interpersonal communication. You do not have to write a one-page abstract, actually, of this article for the class, but you will deliver a 5 to 10 minute PowerPoint presentation narration via Canvas Studio, or as I am using right now, Screencast-O-Matic. Okay, the description of this assignment is for you to have first-hand experience with current interpersonal communication research. You are required to present the research article to the class from a peer-reviewed journal article. What is a scholarly peer-reviewed journal article? It is a collection of articles and scientific research that has been analyzed and validated by specialists in the same field or study prior to publishing. Where can I find an interpersonal communication journal article? You could use the NOVA library webpage, particularly the Communication and Mass Media Complete Database, to find a credible journal article. Now, if you need extensive information on how to find a journal article, please watch this video tutorial on Screencast-O-Matic. It guides you step by step on how to find a journal article in the NOVA library webpage. Okay? Now, moving on, what are the journal article presentation requirements? First, you should definitely introduce yourself, the authors, and the title of the journal article. The body of your presentation should include a thorough discussion of the article, including an introduction or why the journal article study is being performed, the methodology used in the study, the results of the study, the discussion the authors had in the study, and a conclusion of the study of your journal article. Be clear and organized, and you should follow this format. If you don't see these subheadings in your journal article, most likely it is not a journal article study and you should review a different journal article. After you have fully explained the journal article, you should critique the article. So in the conclusion, reflect on the article, critique it, ask the audience questions, and allow the audience to think about questions for the article. Other requirements are that you must use PowerPoint, as I'm using in this tutorial. Make sure that you're engaged, confident, and dynamic during your presentation. And you need to narrate your PowerPoint and also share the video. Now, recording requirements, I've repeated this a couple times. You'll need to use Canvas Studio or Screencast-O-Matic, which I'm using right now. Other notes is when you submit your link or your video to Canvas, you are also required to submit a PDF copy of the journal article with your video. So pretty straightforward. In the journal article, you are going to find a journal article, fully explain the journal article using PowerPoint, and then critique the journal article and pose questions that the journal article may have. Now, if you decide not to do the journal article presentation, you may do the film review presentation. And the requirements for the film review presentation is to select and review a film based on at least 3 different interpersonal communication terms, concepts, or theories. Deliver a 5 to 10 minute PowerPoint presentation narration via Canvas Studio or Screencast-O-Matic. Okay, so description. The purpose of the assignment is for you to review a film and apply various communication concept terms or theories to the film. You will select a film and provide a brief synopsis or summary. Next, you will apply 3 different communication terms, concept, theories to the film. The communication term, concept, or theory may be from any chapter in the textbook. They can be broad or specific and be applied to the entire film or a scene in the film. Thirdly, you will critique the film. So these are the presentation requirements for the film review. First, introduce yourself and the film you are presenting. Next, you should provide a brief summary of the film. What is the film about? Following the summary, you should apply your first communication concept term or theory to the film. It could be from any of the chapters, any of the concepts from the interpersonal communication textbook. Next, you'll apply your second communication concept term or theory to the film. Third, you'll apply your third communication concept term or theory to the film. So yes, this film will require you to select at least 3 different concepts or terms and apply them to the film, characters in the film, or a scene to the film. Finally, after all of your applications, you will critique the film. What did you like, dislike about it? Was it a good film for analyzing interpersonal communication? You must use PowerPoint, be engaged, confident, and dynamic during your presentation, and narrate your PowerPoint and share the video. Recording requirements. You must record your presentation similar to I am in this video using Canvas Studio or Screencast-O-Matic, and I should be able to see your PowerPoint and a video recording of yourself. Other notes, you are also, when you submit your video to Canvas, you also have to include an IM Internet Movie Database link of the film to your presentation. So hopefully in this tutorial, you got a brief understanding of what is the interpersonal journal article presentation or the interpersonal film review presentation. Pick what assignment you think best fits your academic scholarly needs. As I mentioned before, they both have to be recorded via Canvas Studio or Screencast-O-Matic. I will need to see your PowerPoint and also a visual webcam of your face while giving the presentation. For both assignments, the interpersonal journal article presentation or the film review, you could select any terms, any concepts from interpersonal communication textbook, okay? I would suggest to select more broader concepts because you might find it easier to apply broader terms and easier to find journal articles with broader terms. If you're a little more specific, it may be challenging. If you have any more questions, of course, you could email me. Best of luck, and I hope you pick a fun presentation.